listening to ChinesePod. This is an elementary lesson, and my name is John.
And my name is Dilu. Today we're going to talk about smoking.
And not smoking.
In Chinese, we say 抽烟, 抽烟.
So 抽烟 is the verb which means to smoke. Literally, it means to suck smoke, right?
You can remember the word that way, but try to remember it as a whole thing.
Yeah, like one word, right?
对对对.
But I love how in Chinese it's so unglamorous. You're sucking smoke. All right, so the two parts to this word, what tones are they?
两个第一声.
Okay, so two first tones.
抽烟, 抽烟.
All right, so I think you can anticipate how this dialogue is going to go somewhat. Let's listen 3 times.
对话第一遍。
来，抽根烟吧。
不好意思，我不抽烟。
哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗？
没关系，你抽吧。
哎呀，没带火。
第二遍。
来，抽根烟吧。
不好意思，我不抽烟。
哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗？
没关系，你抽吧。
哎呀，没带火。
第三遍。
来，抽根烟吧。
不好意思，我不抽烟。
哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗？
没关系，你抽吧。
哎呀，没带火。
Now the translation.
来，抽根烟吧.
Here, have a cigarette.
来，抽根烟吧.
Here, have a smoke.
来，抽根烟吧. 不好意思，我不抽烟.
Sorry, I don't smoke.
不好意思，我不抽烟.
Sorry, I don't smoke.
不好意思，我不抽烟. 哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗?
Oh, then if I smoke, do you mind?
哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗?
Oh, then do you mind if I smoke?
哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗? 没关系，你抽吧。
It doesn't matter. You smoke.
没关系，你抽吧。
No problem. Smoke.
没关系，你抽吧。哎呀，没带火。
Oh, I didn't bring a lighter.
哎呀，没带火。
Oh no, I don't have a light.
哎呀，没带火。
All right, so lots of useful vocabulary in this lesson. If you're a smoker, you need to learn this stuff.
I think this girl is kind of manly.
Yeah, do all Chinese women go around offering guys smokes?
Not me.
Not too many.
So this girl offers a cigarette to this guy. She says, 来，抽根烟吧.
Yeah, so this lai, second tone, that means come, right?
Or here, it's just to catch people's attention.
Okay, so you want someone to pay attention to what you're offering them, so you can say lai.
对.
Like, I often hear people saying this before they tell you to eat, right?
对.
Here's food, eat it. Okay, but in this case, it's cigarette. So that phrase was...
抽根烟吧. 抽根烟吧.
Okay, now in the intro to the lesson, we said 抽烟 means to smoke.
To suck smoke.
Yeah, suck smoke. But here we have 抽根烟. So how do you explain that?
This 根 is the measure word for cigarettes.
So it's have a cigarette,
没错.
not just smoke.
对，抽根烟，抽根烟.
Okay, 根 first tone, right?
对，
So all 3 of those syllables are first tone.
是的，抽根烟，抽根烟.
Okay, now we're not going to analyze this too much. If you're a smoker, then you probably want to memorize this. If you're not a smoker, you just need to understand it.
Let's look at this last character.
Yeah, the ba.
Actually, I think it's an invitation.
Yeah, so you're inviting someone to have a smoke with you.
对，抽根烟吧，抽根烟吧。
All right? And the response is not no, it's...
不好意思，不好意思。
So literally, it's kind of like I'm embarrassed, but it's more like excuse me, sorry.
对，我不抽烟，我不抽烟。
Okay, so the standard negative form, you put 不 in front of the verb. So I don't smoke.
是的，我不抽烟，我不抽烟。
Okay, and then the reply is...
I like this part. She says, 那我抽烟，你介意吗？
So na meaning then in that case.
对。
So then I smoke. There's an unstated if here, right?
You're right.
Yeah, she's not actually smoking. She's saying, then if I smoke.
对对对。
Okay, then if I smoke, what?
你介意吗？你介意吗？
Okay, so the standard ma question, but the verb here is...
介意，介意，两个第四声。
All right, 2 fourth tones, 介意. And this means to mind.
没错。
So in Chinese, it's pretty common to say what you're going to do and then ask the person, do you mind?
是的，是的。那我抽烟，你介意吗？那我抽烟，你介意吗？
Right, so you can put all kinds of things in front of it and then you just tag this question under the end. 你介意吗?
没错。And the answers 没关系，没关系。
Okay, it doesn't matter. So in other words, I don't mind.
对，而且你抽吧，你抽吧。
So this ba is kind of like encouraging, like saying, go ahead and do
对
it.
对对 ，Go ahead。
Go ahead and smoke, right?
你抽吧，你抽吧。
So I really don't mind and I'm encouraging you to suck down some smoke.
And we can say that he says 抽 instead of 抽烟。
Okay, so we know we're talking about smoking. So 抽 is enough to make it clear, right?
没错。你抽吧，你抽吧。
Okay, but then a horrible tragedy strikes, right?
对，因为他没带火，没带火。
Okay, because she didn't bring a light.
Or fire.
Yeah, she didn't bring fire. So in Chinese, fire refers to...
Refers to lighters or matches.
Okay, just like a light in English.
对。
Yeah, we were just having a conversation. In English, have a light, that doesn't mean deng, like a lamp.
没带灯。
It means a utensil for creating a fire, a light, right?
对。
So they're very similar in English and Chinese.
没带火。
All right, so I didn't bring fire. 没带, second, fourth, right?
是的，是的。
And then 火 is...
第三声火。
All right, third tone.
没带火，没带火。
Okay, I don't have a light. I didn't bring a lighter or anything to light a cigarette with.
Okay, I think this dialogue's pretty clear.
Yeah, we're going to go over some other ways to use these phrases after we listen to the dialogue 3 more times.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ChinesePod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the ChinesePod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, ChinesePod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the ChinesePod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
对话第一遍，
来，抽根烟吧。
不好意思，我不抽烟。
哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗？
没关系，你抽吧。
哎呀，没带火。
第二遍，
来，抽根烟吧。
不好意思，我不抽烟。
哦，那我抽烟， 你介意吗？
没关系，你抽吧。
哎呀，没带火。
第三遍，
来，抽根烟吧。
不好意思，我不抽烟。
哦，那我抽烟，你介意吗？
没关系，你抽吧。
哎呀，没带火。
All right, so let's review a little bit. If you're inviting someone to smoke with you, you would say,
来，抽根烟吧。来，抽根烟吧。
and because you're saying lie, you should be offering a cigarette at the same time, right?
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, it's kind of weird.
没错。
Okay, and then this question, do you mind? How do we ask that again?
你介意吗？你介意吗？
Now, can I answer this question saying I don't mind?
可以啊。You can say 我不介意，不介意。
Okay, can I say I mind?
我介意。Yes, of course you can say that, but sounds pretty rude.
Okay, if you want to be rude, you can say it that way, huh?
Do you say that in English? Yes, I do mind.
Some people would say that. In the United States, we're kind of anti-smoking right now. Any smoker will tell you that.
Whatever.
All right. And then the last thing I want to ask about is how do you say I don't have a light? I didn't bring a light.
没带火，没带火。
Now, if you want to ask someone, do you have a light? How do you ask that?
That's quite easy. 有火吗？有火吗？
So, do you have fire?
Or do you have a lighter?
Okay, got it. And so finally, let's make a cultural comment here. In this dialogue, we have a woman inviting a guy to smoke with her, right? So is that weird or what?
Well, I don't see why it's weird.
I don't see a lot of women smoking in China, I gotta say.
But in America,
There are more women smoking in the States, yeah?
do they offer men cigarettes like that?
I don't know, I'm not a smoker. I'm not in their little circle of
Oh, but you have
sucking
lot.
smoke.
But you have a lot of female coworkers who smokes, right?
Yeah, but they know I don't smoke, so they don't
So never
me.
offer.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think this is very common, but it does happen sometimes.
Wait, so let me ask you, do women ever invite you to smoke with them in China?
Well, actually, sometimes at my work,
Really?
some of them are not Chinese.
Okay. So men will invite women to smoke with them, women will invite women to smoke with them.
Well, but after they know that you don't smoke, they'll never do that again.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is like international thing.
Okay. Well, if you guys have any questions about this or any stories to share, please come to ChinesePod.com and let us have them.
We're happy to see your comments there. All right, so we'll see you next time.
再见.
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
1672.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/1672
1672.
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/1672.